They're not going to announce it.
They think you're ready to do it now, so I'm getting ready to go. But they think you're ready to do it now. They don't went back to the locker room. Guys ain't out here. I guess they're doing it now.
Why don't you sit at the table? Sit at the table. Coming back and forth. Sit at the table and eat.
Okay. Say about 4 minutes.
Okay. Sitting right up under me.
Yeah, send them to the corner down there.
Good night. Yeah, he just asked me. Yeah, he just crowded under me, man. Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I guess they'll find that out to see if the men gonna host. Yeah, I don't know yet. Oh, she didn't know.
Yeah, she didn't know.
Yeah, the coach didn't know.
And it probably going to be based on the other games, too, on how they're going to do all this. They probably make those decisions all at the same time.
Okay.
Probably after well, they might do the women's different, just go ahead and set those because they're going to be probably the early games.
So, Don, you keep these and put water in this?
Yeah, the reason I keep it is because it's BPA. So when it says BPA free, that means that it's not going to be anything leaching out the plastic when you drink and use it over and over. So you can reuse it. So
BPA free?
BPA free. Okay. That's why I use that one again.
Okay.
So,
It's a cool little bottle, though.
Yeah, it is. And you can hold it,
Yeah.
Yep. I ran out of water. I had to get the Big Essential jug today, drinking this one.
Now, where you get that from?
Where did I get this out of? I got it out of Walmart. No. Excuse me, Kroger. I got this out of Kroger. Yeah, it was Kroger. And they had these on sale, so I went on and got this one.
So this is good water here?
Oh, yeah, it's good water. Okay.
I got Jack Steak. Thank you.
He can't talk anymore. He hoarse. They can do something over there.
Who is that?
Oh, no. Keith Monitor.
What do you do?
What's up, young fella? How you doing, man? Good. Answering them out there. They getting ready to do something. See him at the
Oh, yeah, okay. And Dr. Bonham out there, too.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, they about to do the little ceremony. Hold on.
Did you want to hold that on there?
Bill. They're about to do a ceremony of the senior. Can we push it back? You already got it set up for us. Come on. I'd say, let's see, it's 5. Well, how about 5:25? By that, it'll be over by 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And recognize our senior Lady Tigers and Tigers.
Yeah, 5:25 would be good. Cause it look like they got a big ceremony coming up. Who? Ooh, that's all? He just told me you remember him. It is about 200, 300, 400 people in here. Remember who? they'll beat both of them.
Yeah. They're going to win today. Okay. Yeah, they'll win the game. Right. I don't think they're going to let Missouri beat them again, though. No, they won't. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
They'll pull off. Is it third quarter or fourth quarter? Okay. Doggone parents. You know the thing wide open now. Okay.
Show miss you, boy.
Congratulations, young fella. How you doing, man? Good to see you, baby. Hey, yeah. Ron, let me hang out and stuff. Oh, yeah, everything working. I'll turn you a new person, eh? How you been, man? Yeah, I saw that, man. Okay, well, keep that going, man. Okay. I didn't hear you. Okay, yeah, they're going to pull on off now. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
We were talking about that on the air, rich or no. See if we get one more year or get that 5th year or something for us.
We need to call that LSU coach.
Yeah, he can work out some magic or something, man. You know some different rules, man. Yeah, no, you can't say anything about that.
Okay. No, we good. That worked out perfect. They ain't put another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's just
start the game.
Okay, start the game.
I guess they're finna do something with the guys now, huh?
Oh, they're doing the men too.
Yeah.
Oh, he just had 1 year?
Yeah. Him, probably Benji. Chris. Probably Brigsby probably one too. I thought. No, he might not be.
They gonna keep them balloons there the whole time.
I hope not. No, that's
Okay.
I think that's
Jasmine
stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jackson State University. Chris is a hard-working student athlete and is a key reason why the JSU Tigers are top-ranked in defense in the SWAC. A round of applause for senior Chris McIntosh. Being escorted
see, he ain't played but 1 year. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All those guys, grad guys. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Athletics and Assembly Center for game number 2 of our doubleheader. Jackson State and Alabama State. Rob J. Don Wansley bringing you the play-by-play story on this Saturday evening in Jackson. And we want to let you know that don't forget to set your clocks ahead tonight before you go to bed as daylight savings time begins. Jackson State, a very crucial game as they end the regular season here tonight against Alabama State. Both teams tied at 9-8 in conference play. Now, for Jackson State to host the game, they have to win this game by 2 or more points. Was that 3 or more points? 3 or more points, because Alabama State defeated Jackson State back in Montgomery 59-57. Okay. So Jackson State has to win by 3 or more points to clinch a home spot in the SWAC basketball tournament. In order for Jackson State to do that, Don, what do they need to do?
We need to execute the offense, knock down some outside shots in this first half to put pressure on their defense, and we need to rebound well. A lot of times when we make our outside shots, that opens up our driving lanes, and then that allows McKinnis to get free on that backside where he's dunking the ball and all that kind of stuff. So we need to execute, keep the ball in front of us, score from the perimeter, and then get our lobs and our stuff flying at the goal going once we open that part up.
All right, Jackson State recognizing its seniors tonight. JSU President Dr. William Bynum Jr. and Jackson State Athletic Director Ashley Robinson on the floor as they honor the JSU seniors. Coach Tamika Reed also honored her seniors moments ago. So we are moments away from the tip-off of tonight's game, second game of our doubleheader, rather, as Jackson State will host Alabama State. Both teams 9-8 in conference play. In fact, 4 teams coming into today's play. 4 are 9-8. Grambling 9-8. Arkansas Pine Bluff 9-8. And Alabama State and Jackson State 9-8. Now JSU holds a tiebreaker over Pine Bluff and Grambling. And if they beat Alabama State tonight by 3 or more, they will hold a tiebreaker over them as well. So win Jackson State and you host the game. That's as simple as that.
As simple as that. Win the game. Get past this log jam, and it takes care of itself.
All right, we'll take a 2-minute break and come back with the starting lineups and the start of tonight's game between Jackson State and Alabama State. This is the Tiger Sports Network.
Coach been over there for a while, too, ain't he? The men's coach. He's been there a long time.
He's been there a long time.
Yeah. Harris out there engaging their coach.
Well, see, last year, Alabama State coach told me, I'll be glad when that boy comes.
Yeah.
With a crazy.
Yeah, because he calls fit now. He calls everybody else fit. They don't want to see Barry. I wish we could dress him out tonight.
I know, man.
We went back to up to number 1 in defense.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep. On defense,
what about offense?
We 9. We moved up. We moved up 1 spot.
Where Alabama State? Oh, they not that bad.
No, Alabama State 4th in scoring, but they not that too far off us, and they like 6th in defense.
Oh, okay.
So Reginald G and Jacoby Ross, they guys, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, we're back at the Athletics and Assembly Center, getting set for the tip-off of tonight's second game of this doubleheader. Jackson State and Alabama State. Looking at the starting lineup first for the Alabama State Hornets. They will go with Kevin Holst. 180-pound sophomore from Washington, D.C. Joining him in the starting lineup is Leon Daniels, a 6'4", 175-pound junior from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Toby Osho, a 6'5", 175-pound junior from Chicago, is in the starting lineup, and they'll round it out with Jacoby Ross, a 5'9", 165-pound sophomore from New Orleans, and Fausto Ricardo. He is a 6'8", 215-pound senior from Washington Heights, New York. Alabama State, coached by Lou Jackson. Lou Jack, he is the husband of Frida Freeman Jackson. Assistant coaches Anthony Sewell, Steve Rogers, and Kevin Missouri. Jackson State starters, Benji Wallace, a 6'6", 185-pound junior from Houma, Louisiana. Chris Howell, a 6'4", 210-pound senior from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Dontelius Ross, a 5'9", 175-pound senior from Jackson. And rounding out the starters for JSU is Javius McInnes, a 6'7", 225-pound freshman. And Lemmy Howard rounds out the starters for Jackson State. Howard can step out there and shoot the three, even though he's almost 7 feet tall.
Yeah, and we need Lemmy shooting those shots, too. Also, we need Chris Howell and Benji Wallace going to that goal. And we really see that when Benji takes his set shot outside, he's doing well knocking that down. So we need him to keep doing those things, and we'll have a great chance to win this game.
Jackson State coached by Wayne Brett. Assistant coaches, Kason Burke, Dayswan Dixon, and Trey Johnson. Now, Trey Johnson not with the team tonight. He had death in his family, so he is on the coast with his family as they have the services for Trey's family member. We wish him nothing but the best. Yeah. Alabama State coming out in their black jerseys with the white numbers trimmed in gold. Jackson State in all white with the blue numbers. So a big game, a must-win for JSU. Jackson State has already solidified a spot in the SWAC tournament, but they need to win tonight to earn either the third or the fourth seed going into Tuesday's play. And the women have already earned a spot to host the game as they defeated Alabama State by 20 tonight.
Yeah, we want to do the same thing with the gentlemen so we can have 2 games here on Tuesday night and we can pack this place out.
All right, enthusiastic crowd here, and it is senior night. JSU seniors being honored tonight as we see several dignitaries here. Paris Collins, former Jackson State star, in attendance, and he's on that Jackson State bench, and I hope he don't start nothing tonight.
No, he won't, but hopefully he's going to bring some of that great energy he has, and it'll rub off on these guys tonight.
You can't slip a uniform on him?
I talked about it. We just couldn't find one back there. Well, everybody knows who he is, so we couldn't hide him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Everybody knows who he is. That's exactly right. Paris. All right, we are just about set to get this one underway. Alabama State defeated Jackson State in Montgomery back in January, 59-57. JSU missed a shot at the buzzer, which would have tied the game and sent it into overtime. So here we go in the circle. Javius McInnes, he'll be tipping it against Fausto Ricardo of Alabama State. Tip control by the Hornets as they operate from left to right. Kevin Holston will bring the ball into the front court for Alabama State. And JSU has a tradition that the fans won't sit down until the Tigers make the first shot. Almost stolen away by JSU, but kept alive by Alabama State. That shot from the right side, no good by the Hornets, rebounded by JSU. Benji Wallace in the front court.
We had overplayed in, and they took a good shot, and we got the rebound.
Ball went out of bounds, and it'll go back to Alabama State. Hornets and Tigers tied in the SWAC standings with 9-8 records in the conference.
Right now, we're in our man defense, Rob, where we're keeping the guys in front of us and watching the cutters for the goal.
Hornets in the lane, trying to shoot over Javius McInnes, and they do, and the Alabama State Hornets take a 2-0 lead.
They're big, took the ball, took one good dribble, and shot the ball over his shoulder and got that basket, Rob.
Ross gives it to Benji Wallace. Wallace had a big game on Thursday night against Alabama A&M. Howell threw it away, and it goes into the stands, and it'll go back to Alabama State.
Right now, we just have to settle down, Rob, make good passes. The early part of the game, we normally start off like this a little messed up, so we'll settle down and get into it.
Hornets 2, JSU nothing. We're just underway. A minute gone by in the first half. Leon Daniels has it. Now the shot from the left side of the lane by the Hornets, no good. Ball being fought for on the floor, bodies on the floor, and it will go to Jackson State.
Actually, Alabama State called timeout.
Wow, Alabama State calling the timeout as that ball was loose on the floor. 18:40 to go here in the first half. As Lou Jack called a timeout, they were scrambling for it on the floor, and JSU yet to score in this ball game. Jackson State basketball this season brought to you in part by TCL Financial and Tax Services, where they just don't do taxes, they know taxes. They have 4 locations to gladly serve you, 2 in Jackson, 1 in Byram, and 1 in Canton. Call TCL Financial at 601-922-2825 or visit TCLFinancialTaxServices.com. Rob J. Don Wansley bringing you the play-by-play story on this Saturday night in Jackson, Mississippi. It's the final regular season game of the year for JSU.
Yeah, Rob, and we just have to pick up our energy and tempo right here and match Alabama State's right here and get that first basket. We need to get this first basket right now.
So Alabama State will inbound that basketball out of the timeout. Picardo gets it into the hands of Kevin Holston. He's at the top, swings it to his left to Jacoby Ross. 3-pointer for Ross, no good. Rebounded by big old Lemmy Howard.
Good rebound. We're pushing the ball pretty fast here, too.
Wallace along the left baseline. Out to Lemmy. They work that ball around the perimeter. Jackson State will work that shot clock down, man. Here's Wallace. Over to Peanut Ross. 15 to shoot for JSU. Back out high to Wallace. Lemmy Howard down low to Howell, and he puts it in. And the fans can finally sit down.
And that was a great pass, and that's what he does, where Howell is good around the goal, and he did a reverse layup on the opposite side to get that bucket.
We're tied at 2. 2 minutes gone by here in the first half. Hornets with the basketball. They're in their black jerseys, gold numbers trimmed in white. They work that ball around into the hands of Holston along the right wing, being played by Howell. 4 to shoot for Alabama State. 2 to shoot. 1 to shoot. They have to put it up here. There's a shot from the top, no good. And Jackson State will have the basketball.
That was a great defense possession, and we stopped them from getting into the offense, and they had to take a long shot.
Tigers with the chance to take the lead. Howell in the lane puts it up, and he draws the foul. And he'll go to the line for JSU.
That's what he does well, getting into the paint and putting pressure on the defense. And that's going to put pressure on their bigs, and we want to get their bigs out the game. We want to play against their second-team big guys.
Chris Howell at the line for Jackson State, the 6'3", 6'4", 210-pound senior from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hits the free throw, and Jackson State takes its first lead at 3-2.
Free throws will be crucial in this game for us, Rob. We need to knock all these down. And once again, you make early free throws, it helps your jumper. It helps just the rhythm of your shot because you're making baskets. And we'll take them from the free throw line.
Howell's second free throw is good. He hits them both. And Jackson State takes a 4-2 lead early in this ball game.
Right now, we need to put pressure on the ball. We're kind of backing up on that point guard, and we're pressuring up on the wings. They're trying to curl into the paint from up top, and we're trying to deny that ball up there.
Hornets were demolished by Grambling on Thursday night. Ooh, what a block by McInnes. He blocked it out of bounds, and it'll stay with Alabama State, but that had the crowd roaring on that one.
That's what he does. He's a weak side block guy, and he's going to come help. He's great on help defense.
He leads the SWAC in block shots at 2.1 per game. I think he has way more than that, man.
I would agree, Rob. I think it's close to 4. They're shorting him on a few. Good defense.
Another shot clock violation.
That's great defense. We're putting pressure on their guards right now. So that must be the main emphasis here, is just to take them out of their driving lanes. They're not really looking to shoot an outside shot. They're trying to penetrate to get inside.
3.5 minutes gone by here in the first half. Jackson State 4, Alabama State 2. Howell in the lane is blocked by Richards. He's one of the leading shot blockers in the conference. Almost stolen away by Jackson State, but Alabama State keeps it alive.
They actually went into a trap. We broke the trap when we tried to throw a lob, but the pass wasn't high enough, and they were able to tip it.
Jacoby Ross being played by Dontelius Ross. No relation. Maybe some relation. Another block by this one by Wallace this time, but Alabama State keeps it alive. Here's a three-pointer from the top for the Hornets, and it is good.
That was a ball that bounced out to the open off a good defensive play, and they got a wide open shot, and they knocked down the three.
That was Leon Daniels. Oh, Leon. Here's Ross for three, and it's good.
Actually, he took that shot. That was the first open good look, and he took that shot and knocked it down. So we matched that three they just made.
Jackson State back up 7-5. As Lou Jack just wipes his eyebrow and said, man, come on. Toby Iwosho with the basketball for Alabama State. Now to Leon Daniels. And the official stop play. Foul called on Benji Wallace of Jackson State. And they have some talking going on with Wallace and Leon Daniels. And there's a timeout on the floor with 15:40 to go. Jackson State 7, the Hornets 5. We're back after this 1-minute break on the Tiger Radio Network. Oh, you see it? Okay. Yeah. The Valley women clinched the 8th and final seed in the SWAC tournament.
The Valley women did?
Yeah.
Man, that's all right. They're
going to be kind of dangerous.
Yeah, they are. Their guards play fast, man. I mean, it just...
At the Athletic Center, Assembly Center, the Jackson State Sonic Bowl of the South marching band in attendance. Jackson State shooting 100% from the floor. They're 2 of 2 from the floor so far in this ball game. Alabama State 2 of 8. And the Tigers lead at 7-5, but Alabama State with 5 points off JSU turnovers so far in this game.
Yeah, and that's the thing we need to limit early is turning that ball over. We need to keep that in single digits in this first half here, Ross.
Jackson State women defeated Alabama State moments ago as ASU tries to go in, and that no, they call a goaltend. That shot was blocked before it went up in the, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, that was a bad call by the referee. He's really out of position to make that call, and I don't know what he saw. Once the ball kind of got stuck up there, he acted like somebody touched it again, but we did.
But, you know, I think McKinnis blocks these shots so fiercely.
Yeah.
And they can't believe that he blocks them like that, it was called goaltending. So we're tied at 7. Jackson State back in the front court to our left. Brisby Brown in the ball game for JSU. Lemmy Howard also on the floor. Chris Howell. And Peanut Ross. Here's Lemmy from the right side. It's in and out, no good, but tipped back in by McKinnis.
And the reason that he got that tip in because Lemmy took the right shot. He dribbled to the open spot. He took the shot. It didn't fall, but McKinney's a great weak side guy.
Alabama State trailing 9-7. They have the basketball now as they get it out high to Kevin Holston. Holston being played by Ross. Holston dribbles to his left now to the top to Leon Daniels. Leon in the lane. Out to Iwosho for 3. That's no good. Rebounded by McKinnis.
Their whole offensive game plan is to drive the ball in and try to kick it out, and we're eliminating that driving lane right now.
Jackson State in the front court as Brown bounce pass to Ross. And the Tigers turn it over. They call a foul on Brisby Brown. That's his first.
The referees are calling this kind of tight. I didn't see anything happen right there. It was like he handed the ball off and changed his footwork, and the referee called a foul.
So Alabama State with an opportunity to tie it or take the lead with this trip down the floor. Tigers lead 9-7 over the Hornets. A very crucial ball game here in the final regular season game of the year. That floater in the lane by the Hornets, no good. Chris Howell with the rebound, and a loose ball foul is going to be called on Alabama State. That foul is called on Jacoby Ross, the sophomore from New Orleans.
Yeah, he drove in there and he shot a floater. It fell a little short, didn't hit the rim, got the rebound, and he fell down in the way, and he ended up with the foul then.
So Wallace comes in as Lemmy Howard comes out of the ball game for Jackson State. I like Lemmy Howard, man. I like the way he plays.
Yeah, he just needs to stay aggressive today, even though that shot didn't go in. That was a good shot that he shot, and come right back out there when he comes back out and do the same thing.
All right, out of the timeout, Tigers with the basketball. Wallace trying to bounce pass it inside. It's stolen away by Alabama State.
The spacing was bad then, just too much congestion in there, and outside pass would have been better then. He stole the ball.
Another steal by the Tigers. Here they come in transition. Wallace trying to throw it up and draw the foul. He hits the floor. I know he's going to have some strawberries on that knee. Looks like he's going to be, well, he's still down on the floor. Now, he was injured in the last few minutes of that game against Alabama State in Montgomery, which could be one of the main reasons the Tigers were not able to pull that game out.
Yeah, I can believe that too.
So now he's holding his hip as he walks near midcourt. Now he limps back to the free throw line, and they will inbound the basketball. Jackson State gets it into Chris Wallace. Benji Wallace, rather. Here's Brown from the right elbow. Shot is good.
And that's a great shot for him. We want him to be aggressive the same way. Once he gets at the elbow or a three-point shot, he needs to get it up in the air. One good look, get the shot out.
Jackson State extends to an 11-7 lead over Alabama State. Ricardo in the lane, and it's good.
It has a lot of length to him, and he kind of just dropped the ball right over the top of us then.
Cutting JSU's lead to 11-9. That was Fausto Picardo from Washington Heights, New York. Brown has it for JSU. Brown being played by Holston. Brown along the right baseline. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Alabama State, and the foul is going to be called on Brown. 12:45 to go. Jackson State 11, Alabama State 9.
Good shot by him. We missed, but William Brown actually stopped the break by committing that foul, so it worked out. But the bad part was he did get the foul.
Khalil Spencer comes in for Jackson State. McKinnis comes out. Brown comes out as well. Also in the game for Jackson State is Jontrell Walker, who was honored during senior night ceremony a moment ago. Jackson State will throw it away. Actually went out of bounds, and it will stay with the Tigers as Picardo touched it last. In other games, on the men's side, Mississippi Valley trailing Arkansas Pine Bluff 41-36 at the half. Prairie View leading Alcorn 22-19 in the first. And Alabama A&M with an early 5-4 lead over Gremlin.
Oh, Gremlin, huh?
Oh, Gremlin.
Right now, Rob, we're kind of backing off that lead pass guy to play the driving lanes. And we got a charge call.
All right, the JSU bench on their feet as they love that call. That foul is called against Picardo, and you want to get him into foul trouble.
Yes.
As he'll come out of the game on the next dead ball. Coming up on 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Tigers 11, Alabama State 9. Tigers swing that ball around. Walker thought about a three, goes inside to Howell off the glass. It will not go down, but big old Khalil Spencer puts it in, and he was fouled on the play.
What happened was, Rob, the set that we ran, we brought everybody above the free throw line. We got a curl to the goal. We missed the layup, but we actually got another shot at the goal, and we put that rebound back in.
We have a timeout on the floor. Jackson State 13, Alabama State 9. We're back after this 1-minute break on the Tigers Sports Network.
That's a good set to run because they bringing everybody up this way above the free throw line, and we trying to drive that way anyway. So, and what happens is the weak side guy got to come on. He has to see him coming, and they'll get a layup on that other side too. But he was supposed to make that first one. But that, if they run that again, that's a real good look.
Thank you, sir. Put a little pep in your step there. 12 minutes to go here in the first half. What's better than finishing the game with a buzzer beater to win? Finishing the game with a buzzer beater and going to Zaxby's to celebrate it. Zaxby's hand-breaded chicken is fast, fresh, made to order, and perfect for dunking in that world-famous Zax sauce. So load up your friends and stop by Zaxby's after the ball game, home of the famous chicken fingers, wings, and salads. Order ahead at Zaxby's.com or on the app. Zaxby's, indescribably good. They're a proud sponsor of Jackson State Athletics. Spencer with the three-point play the old-fashioned way as Jackson State extends to a 14-9 lead.
Now we get into our trap. We're going three-quarter court with this, and we're trying to really slow them down. But also, if we can make them play fast and turn their ball over, that's what we want to do, too.
Jackson State off to a fast start, shooting 62% on 5 of 8 shooting. Alabama State only 33% here in this first half.
And, Rob, at home, you're supposed to shoot like that. I mean, we're practicing these goals all the time, so I look for us to do this for the game here.
Alabama State trying to go inside. Nice reverse layup is good by Austin Rogers, cutting JSU's lead to 14-11.
The big came in. He made a good turn. He saw the guy cutting on the backside, and he dropped the ball right off in there to him.
Tigers trying to respond now after that basket by the Hornets. Walker gives it to Howell along the right side. That shot is short. Khalil Spencer gets it right back and puts it in. He's playing some inspired ball since coming off the bench.
And he's tracking down that ball right now and getting hustle points. And that's how he's going to score. You know, they won't run anything for him, so he has to score off hustling.
Tigers extend to a 16-11 lead. Under 11 to go here in the first half. Alabama State swinging that ball around the perimeter. Here's Holston. Penetrates. And he... Wow, they call a blocking foul on Jackson State.
Khalil Spencer slid over to the right position. He was there early, and we just didn't get the call on that, but that was good defense slide there.
They call that foul on Spencer, and that will put Holston at the free throw line for Alabama State.
I didn't know he was shooting, though. It should be on the floor.
Okay, now the officials are going to talk it over.
Yeah, we got a fan that coaches well.
Yeah, she coaches well. Alabama State, they're ranked 8th in the conference in free throw shooting, so they're not that great from the free throw line. Jackson State, the worst free throw shooting team in the league, with Alabama A&M number 9.
Okay.
So this is going to put Kevin Holston at the line for Alabama State. Shoots, and it's good. Jackson State 16, ASU 12. Holston missed a second. Spencer with the rebound. Back come the Tigers.
And we need them to shoot free throws like that all night,
Ross in the front court gives it to Walker. Out to Benji Wallace. Wallace makes a move and hands it to Howell. Here's Walker in the lane. Puts it up with the left hand. No good. And he draws a foul on the play.
We're getting good penetration on our dribble handoff to the middle of the paint to get a look at the front of the rim. We just have to knock those shots down so we can get the and ones.
10:32 to go. Here in the first half, Jackson State 16, Alabama State 12. Jontrell Walker at the line for JSU. He's a 6'1" senior from Aurora, Illinois, playing in his only year here at Jackson State. I hate to see him go. I've got attached to him already.
Yeah. We need him shooting that ball tonight, too, Rob. That was a good free throw, and this will get him started on his scoring, too.
Jontrell extends JSU's lead to 17-12. Second free throw is good. He hits them both.
Good job. Now we get to set up our press and to make them have to play fast here.
Tigers lead by 6.
Good trap on the side.
It's their largest lead of the night. ASU in the front court. Here's a shot for 3 from the right wing. It's no good. Rebounded by Howell. Ahead to Peanut Ross. Jackson State in transition. Here's Walker for 3.
That was a great, we got a great transition basket there. Peanut Ross pushed the ball up the floor and kicked it out for a 3.
Tigers extend to a 21-12 lead over Lou Jack's Hornets. Here's Holston now for Alabama State. It's stolen away by the Tigers. Ball loose on the floor. They try to Chase it down. Wallace ahead to Howell. Howell. He's knocked to the floor by Azira Say. And hopefully Howell is okay. He was going in for the uncontested layup, and then Say just knocked him to the floor. Now, would that be a flagrant?
I would say it should be, because he didn't make a play on the ball, and he pushed him from behind right up under the goal, but they called it a regular foul.
All right, this will put Chris Howell at the line. Jackson State with a 21-12 lead over the Hornets. Howell's free throw is good.
And if we can get a good rhythm making these free throws right now, it will help with the jumpers later on in the game.
Tigers, their largest lead at 10 now, 22-12 over the Hornets. Jackson State, the best defensive team in the conference, but they have struggled on offense as Howell hits them both.
Rob, the last couple of games, we've really been getting going pretty. We're taking good shots early in the shot clock and stuff, so if we can continue that up to date, I think we can score points that we need to win this game.
And this is the perfect time of the year for Jackson State to start playing well.
Yeah, it is. And every game is that game right now. And I think we have a sense of urgency about that also.
9 to shoot for Alabama State. Brandon Johnson underneath puts it in off the glass for 2.
That was good penetration by Alabama State by the guards, and they were able to get an easy basket for the big guy.
That cuts Jackson State's lead to 23-14. Here's Peanut Ross from the top. Cross-court pass to Walker for another three-point attempt. No good. Rebounded by the Hornets. Leon Daniels back in the ball game.
Good defense.
Olsen out high with it to Austin Rogers.
Good defense.
Here's a three-point attempt for the Hornets. No good off the back iron. Rebounded by Khalil Spencer.
We actually deflected the ball a couple of times in that possession, and when they got ready to shoot it, it had them out of rhythm a little bit, and we were able to get that rebound.
Under 9 minutes to play in the first half. Jackson State 23, Alabama State 14. A win tonight for JSU would give the Tigers a home game in the SWAC basketball tournament. Howell in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Who would that hit the floor? Was that
Khalil Spencer?
Here's a three-point attempt for Alabama State, no good. They will jack them up from 3. Now, they hit these shots in Montgomery. Not working so far tonight.
Well, actually, we're playing fast, Rob, and we have them playing a little faster than I think they want to. And
Walker with another 3. It's good.
We're taking these open threes early. We're not waiting to the end of the shot clock, and it's playing into our advantage right now.
Jackson State extends to a 26-14 lead over Big Bad Alabama State.
Now I think is to play with this lead and challenge them to make difficult shots.
They're looking to get it to Johnson. It was knocked away, and the officials called a foul on Jackson State. Brandon Johnson was underneath for Alabama State, looking to get that ball inside and knocked away. Foul called on the Tigers. That foul is called on Khalil Spencer. That's 2 on Khalil, and we have a timeout on the floor with 7:51 to go. It's Jackson State 26, Alabama State 14. We're back after this 1-minute break on the Tiger Sports Network.
What's up? How you doing? Why you walk around with that brush?
Thank you, young man. You get some get up and go next time. He's slow.
Oh, he walking up here like slow puppy.
That's his heart. All right, we're back at the Athletics and Assembly Center this season. Jackson State basketball brought to you in part by Zaxby's, Richard Schwartz and Associates, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mississippi, Porter's Insurance, Steeple Investments, Team Logic IT, McCullum Physical Therapy, Holden Body Shop, Pizza Hut, Hope Credit Union, McCullum Physical Therapy, TCL Financial Services, and Griffith Financial. Alabama State at the free throw line. Jackson State shooting 57% here in the first half, leading the way for the Tigers. is John Trail Walker with 8 points.
He missed both of them, Rob.
That's what we talked about, that they struggle from the free throw line.
Yes, sir. And we need them to continue tonight. Alabama State's dropped in the zone here. We have to find the middle of the zone and turn around and make a good shot right there or make a good pass.
Alabama State has gone to the free throw line 4 times tonight and only made 1 of those free throws. Howell in the lane. That's Wallace, rather. Missed the shot, rebounded by Alabama State.
He got it in the middle of the zone where we need to get it, but the shot didn't fall.
And Don, Jackson State, the worst free throw shooting team in the league. They're 7 of 7 tonight.
Hey, we're shooting the cover off of it right now, Rob. We're 3 or 4 from three-point line also. So we need to keep those things going.
Here's Alabama. Why was that not travel? And it is.
Yeah. He called it. And then I think Coach Brent assisted the ref right there to go ahead and make that call.
That was Leon Daniels. Leon was called for the travel as Brandon Johnson comes out of the ball game for Alabama State. Fausto Picardo back in for the Hornets. Coming up on 7 minutes to go in the first half. Wallace gets it into Peanut Ross. Bozeman in the ball game now for Jackson State. Jeremiah Bozeman, Peanut Ross, Benji Wallace, Lemmy Howard, and Javius McKinnis, Aria Jackson 5. Wallace inside, can't finish. They fight for the loose ball. It went out of bounds into the cheerleaders, and they're going to say it's Black's ball. So who would that could be? Oh, it's Alabama State.
Yeah.
Oh, they're wearing black. He said Black's ball. I thought
it could be anybody else.
He should say black and gold ball.
Black and gold ball.
Yeah, they could be anybody sitting there. All right. The Hornets for 3. It is good.
That was a big shot for them. They got a good rotation of the ball and got a wide open shot on the weak side.
Leon Daniels knocks it down for 3. Coming up on 6 minutes to go. Here in the first half, it's JSU 26, the Hornets 17. Here's Ross, takes a skip in the lane. Foul. Oh, McKinnis hits the floor. McKinnis was going to go up to throw it down off that lob, but he was undercut, and he was fouled by Fausto Picardo. That's 2 on Picardo.
Actually, when Peanut penetrated, when he lobbed the ball, the big guy stepped back into McKinnis and knocked him out the air.
So McKinnis appears to be okay. The freshman from Brandon, he's been sensational, leading the league in block shots and among the leaders in rebounding.
I think he likes falling a little bit too, Rob.
You think he likes falling on the hard floor like that?
Yeah. You know, it kind of gets him motivated a little bit, so I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, if I fall on the hard floor like that, I'm going to the hospital.
I'll be bruised up pretty good, too.
All right, McKinnis missed the free throw. That's the first missed free throw of the game for Jackson State.
What we're doing right now, we're trying to force that point guard to one side of the floor to keep him from coming to the middle. And we're doing a pretty good job of it, but now they call a foul on us.
Yeah, they call a reach-in foul on Peanut. So that should be his first. 5:52 to go here in the first half. Rob J. Don Wasley bringing you the play-by-play story tonight. Trey Johnson dealing with death in his family, and we wish him the best as the Hornets inbound the basketball. Jacoby Ross has it for Alabama State. He will put it into the hands of Leon Daniels.
No.
And another foul called on the Tigers. This is on Jeremiah Bozeman.
What I'm saying is we're moving our feet and actually not using our hands. And really, the offensive guy ran into the chest of the defensive guy, and they still called the foul.
So this will put Alabama State at the free throw line. Leon Daniels, a 6'4" junior from Atlantic City, New Jersey, excuse me, with these free throws. Shoots and... Okay,
they call a lane violation.
Yeah, lane violation on the Hornets. So this will give the ball back to Jackson State?
Yes. And I thought it was a 2-shot foul, but I guess he called it the 1-and-1. I'm confused on that, but
wow, Coach Jackson does not like that at all. Coach Lou Jack, he was honored for a couple of years, a few years ago, for being the best dressed coach in the SWAC, and we were like, how did he beat Austria? I know. Who voted on that?
Whoa.
All right. Alabama State trying to get that ball away from Chris Howell. It went out of bounds, and it will stay with Jackson State.
Yeah, Chris was a little too close to that sideline for me right there, so that's what caused that.
I think Strill may have been a little bit too flamboyant. Here's Lemmy from the left side for 2, and it's good.
That was a great shot. He was very aggressive. As soon as it touched his hands, he got in there and let that ball go.
Alabama State trying to respond, and they do with a 3 as Leon Daniels knocks it down.
And as soon as he caught it, he let his go too. So we need to close and find him in transition. That was a transition 3, and we need to locate him early.
That cuts the lead to 8.
Travel.
Here's Peanut for 3. It's no good. Rebound by the Hornets. Alabama State in transition. And Lemmy comes behind him and knocks that away right into the hands of our cameraman, Jermichael Chambers.
Hey, Jermichael, good play.
Did Jermichael catch that?
I think he did. That was a good back tap by Lemmy, him chasing down the play and being active, not to let them get a fast break going there.
All right, the ball will remain with Alabama State as they inbound the ball along the baseline. Holston. He'll get it in to Say. Say working that right baseline over. Howell is blocked. Great block by Howell, and Jackson State will take over.
That was a great individual play there.
Howell with the finger roll, no good. McKinnis with the rebound to keep it alive. Turnaround shot along the left baseline is good.
When he jumps in the air to look at the rim, there's nobody there, and he just drops the ball off in the goal. That was a great rebound. He chased that whole play down.
Jackson State back up by 10, 30-20. Coming up on 4 minutes to play in the first half.
This is great effort by us right now. We're trying to stop them from getting in the middle of the floor here. Travel.
Tigers have led by as many as 12 in this ball game. They're up by 10 right now. So Lemmy Howard picked up that foul. That's his first. And this will put Iwosho at the free throw line for Alabama State, the 6'5", 175-pound junior from Chicago.
It seems like they're calling fouls on us every time down right now, Rob, but it's not that way. But we just need to get this. Oh, get it.
Oh, my goodness. Iwosho trying to save that ball, and he's all in the stands knocking fans over. Man, what's wrong with you, man?
Hey, man, he's everywhere.
Goodness gracious. Glad he didn't get hurt, man. He jumped over the Jackson State bench and ran into the stands trying to save that ball.
Hey, that was a good jump, though.
It certainly was. Glad he didn't get hurt, man, because he really could have gotten hurt on that.
Yeah, he could have.
All right, Iwosho, slow it down, man. Calm it down. Plenty of time in the ball game. Hornets trying to secure a home game as well in the SWAC basketball tournament. So this is a big, big game for both these schools tonight.
It is huge, Rob.
4 minutes to go here in the first half. Peanut Ross from the right wing standing at the SWAC logo. He'll get it into Howell in the lane, and he splits it and puts it in for 2.
That was a great move by Chris. He jab stepped and got straight to the side of the rim and laid that ball up.
Tigers, their largest lead at 12. Under 4 to go here in the first half.
Now, I know Coach is talking about stopping it, getting a stop right here.
That three-pointer by Leon, no good. Rebound by Jackson State. Ross to Howell for 3 from the right side. It's off the side of the rim, no good. Back come the Hornets.
We have to stop this ball in transition here.
Iwosho to Holston in the lane. Reverse layup, no good, but a follow-up slam by Brandon Johnson, cutting Jackson State's lead to 10 at 32-22.
They got a great drive at the basket, and a lot of time the weak side guy will come flying in to get that finish, and he did.
We're under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Jackson State by 10. Tigers have led by as many as 12. Benji Wallace looking to Howell. Howell in the lane, and he can do this all day. He missed that one just short off the front of the rim. Back come the Hornets. Olsen off the glass, no good. Howell with the rebound for Jackson State. This is the fastest I've seen Jackson State play this season.
Yes, Rob, it is. And I think they know this is, the time that if you're going to innovate and add some new stuff to it, playing fast will be one of the things to do, and taking good shots early in the shot clock, things of that nature. When they're getting the ball in the middle of the zone, they're doing those things right now. That's why we have this lead.
Paris Collins on the bench for Jackson State. He's doing some coaching. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Alabama State.
Well, that's consistent with what they're calling on this end, so we're going to take that right now. So normally I might have said it could have gone another way, but the referees are calling it that way. We'll take it.
2:19 left to go in the first half. Jackson State with a 10-point lead, 32-22 over the Hornets. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back on the Tiger Sports Network.
Oh, I don't think we heard any of that. The band cracked up right when you said that.
Oh, he said something?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, 1 minute. Okay, what do you say, Bill?
Oh, yeah, they'll get that one. Oh, they won. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Thank you, young man. Put a smile on your face next time.
Well, you cutting up. Rob, you cutting up.
All right, we are back at the Athletics and Assembly Center. Remember now, the I-55 Pizza Hut location is currently hiring for shift managers, delivery drivers, and cooks immediately. All college students and general applicants are encouraged to apply online at jobs.pizzahut.com. Walk-in interviews will be conducted every Thursday morning at 10 o'clock a.m. All you have to do is go in and ask for Greg and tell him you heard about it on the JSU Radio Network. In other games, Arkansas Pine Bluff men leading Mississippi Valley and Itta Bena 67-50. Alcorn trailing Prairie View in Texas 47-38 at the half, and Grambling leading Alabama A&M 24-14 late in the first half. Jackson State with a 10-point lead over Alabama State 32-22. Looking at the stats we've just been given, JSU shooting 47% here in the first half.
And we missed the free throw, man.
Wow, can't do that.
No.
Tigers 7 of 9 from the free throw line here in this game tonight. Alabama State 1 of 5, so they're not much better at all.
No.
Here's Holston for the Hornets. Again, Alabama State and Jackson State, two of the worst free throw shooting teams in the league. Loose ball picked up by JSU.
Great defense then. We had a lot of help defense going on. We had some hands on the ball, and it popped loose.
Tigers the best defensive team in the league. They work that ball around the perimeter. 16 to shoot for JSU. Khalil Spencer dribbles out high with it, gives it to Peanut Ross. 9 to shoot for Jackson State. Howell to Wallace. 5 to shoot. Ross has it. 4 to shoot. 3 to shoot. He's got to put it up. Shoot! And that shot is no good. Rebounded by Alabama State. Hornets in transition. Knocked away by Howell. It went out of bounds, and they're going to say it was last touch by Jackson State.
Actually, we knocked the ball off the Alabama State player, but the referee was kind of out of position and running, and they gave them the ball.
1:17 to go here in the first half. Jackson State has led virtually the entire way. Alabama State came out with a 2-0 lead. Since that time, it's been all Jackson State. The Hornets did lead 5-4. That was the last lead.
Travel.
Oh, they're going to call a foul.
Yeah.
They may call this on, Khalil Spencer.
That's his third foul.
Wow. So Lemmy Howard getting set to come back in for Jackson State with 1:14 to go here in the first half. I'll tell you what, Khalil Spencer has played some good minutes. He's played 7 minutes, and he's played some really good minutes.
Yeah, and what they're doing, the way they're calling the game, we need him out there to take those type fouls, so actually our primary scorers won't get those fouls because they're calling. Anytime they drop their shoulder and get toward the paint, they're calling the foul on us.
Leon Daniels, first time at the free throw line tonight, and he hits. Jackson State's lead down to single digits now at 32-23.
But we need him to do the 50% thing here and go ahead and miss this.
Leon shooting his second free throw, and he hits them both. Oh, Leon makes both free throws. Jackson State's lead is 32-24.
Now's the time to play like we have this lead, Rob, and finish out the half strong here. Not just give up any quick shots to them or any threes, but we need to execute and score right here.
Tigers in the front court. Here's Howell in the lane, puts up the cover, and it's jammed to Jadius McKinnis.
And that's the play that opens up every time we get penetration. they have to respect the drive, and then he's going to come flying in off that weak side.
Tigers extend to a 10-point lead. Alabama State shot no good. Ahead to Walker. In transition, he's all alone, and he'll lay it up off the glass for 2.
That was a great recognition of getting that rebound to turn around and look up the floor, and he was streaking out then for a layup.
Tigers on a 4-0 run as they have extended the lead to 36-24. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first half.
Now what we need to do is make sure we close out on the shooters, don't give up the driving lanes, and just don't give up a wide open 3 right now. Close out, be solid, and don't foul.
7 seconds on the shot clock for the Hornets.
And we've got a foul call.
Tigers foul with 5 seconds on the shot clock, 9 seconds on the game clock, and this will put Iwosho at the line for Alabama State. It may not be a bad thing because he is 0 for 1 from the line tonight.
Hopefully he stays over.
Toby Iwosho shoots a free throw, and it's good.
It's good. Now, Rob, we have 9 seconds here, so once we get this rebound, when he misses here, we need to push the ball up the side and get us a good shot.
All right. Iwosho wearing number 5 for Alabama State. The Hornets in all black from head to toe. There's the second free throw, and he missed it. You're exactly right. McKinnis with the rebound. Down to 7, down to 6. Peanut has it in the front court. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2. Howell had it stripped away, and that will end the first half of play. Very productive first half for Jackson State as the Tigers will go into the break leading 36-25. We'll be back with the Zaxby's at the half report after this 2-minute break on the Tiger Sports Network.
They were some high school girls. Oh, that was them? Oh, I thought they were high school. North Carolina 44-45. The big boy playing. They ain't gonna play him. You know he heard that thing. No, they ain't gonna play him. He'll play him.
All right, we're back with these Zaxby's at the half report. Jackson State leading 36-25, leading the way for JSU. Jontrell Walker down with 10 points. He is 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, 3 of 4 from the floor. He's knocked down both of his free throws, and he's playing well for JSU as he's helped the Tigers with this lead. Now, Benji Wallace has not scored in the game at all. Are you concerned about that?
Actually, not right now because actually Jontrell is taking up that slack for him tonight. So really the way the offense is flowing right now is working well with the guys that really shoot the ball outside on the perimeter for us right now. So hopefully he'll score in the second half now. We need him to score because he's going to touch the ball a lot.
I'll tell you who's playing well is Chris Howley. He has 8 points in the game. He is 4-4 from the free throw line, so he's playing really well, as you said.
Yeah, and he's making great decisions with the ball when he's penetrating in and kicking it out to the guys on the wing. So we need him to keep handling that ball and make good decisions inside their zone.
All right, and like we said, Jackson State needing to win this game to host a game in the tournament on Tuesday. The Tigers lead at 36-25. We'll take another 2-minute break and come back with more of the Zaxby's at the Half Report after this on the Tigers Sports Network. Now, what is it, what they doing now, Don?
They're singing. The dancing girl singing.
Oh, the dancing girl. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess they're doing cheerleaders, too.
Don, what size you wear for what? Shirt or what's it?
Leather. Large.
Large.
Yeah, everything's large.
All right. The cheerleaders are being honored for senior night, and that was a nice way for that cheerleader to come on the floor. She did some flips.
Yeah, flipping and tumbling all the way down there.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, at the half, Jackson State leading Alabama State 36-25. Leading the way for Alabama State, Leon Daniels. Leon with 11 points in the ball game, and he has been single-handedly keeping Alabama State in this ball game.
Yeah, he's knocking down threes out there and stuff and playing well. So we need to run him off that three-point line right now, Rob.
Jackson State leading Alabama State in second chance points 9-7. Fast break points tied at 2, and JSU dominating off the bench scoring with 17 points off the bench to 6 for Alabama State. The game has been tied twice. The lead has changed hands 3 times. JSU has led by as many as 12 in this ball game. The Tigers lead it now 36-25. And Don, what can JSU do to maintain this lead and walk out of here with a victory tonight?
Well, we have to keep attacking the zone the same way that we did in the first half, and then play with the lead. So sometime when you have a lead, you have to play aggressive and fast, but then you have to have them chasing you too, and put a sense of urgency in them that their possessions are getting limited to catch back up in this game. So if we can put that kind of pressure on them, keep this lead, when we get down to the last 4 or 5 minutes, we should be able to make our free throws and go ahead and take care of this game.
All right, at the half, the Tigers lead at 36-25. We're back after this 2-minute break on the Tigers Sports Network.
Hey, son. You see your paper tonight?
No. Ain't no sauce in it, Dan. Ain't no sauce. All right, we're back at the Athletics and Assembly Center. Jackson State leading at the half, 36-25. A win tonight for JSU will push the Tigers into the SWAC tournament as either a number 4 or a number 3 seed. So we say best of luck to the Tigers, and so they don't have to do any scoreboard watching tonight, Don, because the team that they're trying to beat and get into the tournament as a 4th seed is this one they're playing tonight.
Exactly. So what we need to do is just handle our business. I mean, really just finish executing the plan here. And with us having this lead, and actually we have 36 points at the half, which is really great for us right now. So we're on pace to exceed what we normally score for a half. So we just need to stay aggressive, keep knocking down these outside shots, shooting shots early in the shot clock, and I think we'll come out on top here, Rob.
In other games in the conference, Mississippi Valley at home in Itta Bena trailing Arkansas Pine Bluff 77-52. How can Valley be trailing Arkansas Pine Bluff by this big, but played us to death?
Well, the Mississippi Super Bowl, man.
Wow, that's just unbelievable to me.
Yeah, and they just going to give us their best effort every time. And then it comes down to matchups, too. And, in their mind, they think they match up with us a little better. So, they just seem to play that way. But, Pine Bluff's getting hold to them today.
Elsewhere in Prairie View, Texas, the regular season champs, Panthers, leading Alcorn big, 47-38. PBU 16-1. They won 7 in a row coming into tonight's game. Alcorn losers of 2 in a row. Now, the Braves have to be careful that they don't fall out of the top 8. So they're battling with Southern and Mississippi Valley. So I think Alcorn has already clinched the spot.
Okay.
Because Valley can't catch Alcorn.
Okay.
Now, Valley can catch Southern.
Wow.
So that's yet to be seen what happens there. Grambling leading Alabama A&M 30-20 at the half, and Southern and Texas Southern will play a little bit later. All right. Yeah. We're about set to get the second half underway. And if there's anybody who needs to step up for Jackson State, Don, who would you say?
Well, we kind of talked about Benji Wallace stepping up because he didn't really have a good offensive first half, so we need him to score a few points. And what we need to do is keep penetrating, knocking down the outside shot, and allow McKinnis to fly at that goal on the backside. And if we do that, I think we have a good chance to win this game and make our free throws. They're going to have to foul us, so we need to knock those free throws down.
All right. At the half, Jackson State 36, Alabama State 25. We'll be back to start the second half after this on the Tiger Sports Network.
That's from calling the girls' game.
I know. Yeah, 2 minutes. Yes, sir. 36-25. Okay.
Christina out.
That girl bad, man.
Yep. They need to have a referee meeting say we don't stop calling all those fouls.
See, that's what we need, a little rope like they got.
Yeah. Yep.
And we're back at the Athletics and Assembly Center. It is rocking right now thanks to the sonic boom of the South Marching Band as the fans are getting into this one. Jackson State 36, Alabama State 25. A win tonight. And the Tigers, with that done, and the Tigers will wrap up a number 4 seed in the tournament.
Exactly. And what we need them to do right now is just play very aggressive, keep playing fast, and shoot the ball early in the shot clock. When we get the ball inside the zone, attack the weak side of the zone, get lobs and dunks, and guard the front of that rim because they're trying to penetrate and kick that ball out.
All right, Jackson State coming into this game 9-8, tied with 2 other teams, making 3 other teams in the conference at 9-8. They're tied with Grambling, Arkansas Pine Bluff, and Alabama State, and JSU holds the tiebreaker over Grambling and Arkansas Pine Bluff. Now the Tigers, they not only need to beat Alabama State tonight, they need to win by 3 or more points to wrap up that seed.
Well, we need to keep playing like we are, Rob, and if we keep it at double digits, they'll take care of all that. So we need to play and keep it above 10. And if they make a run at us, then we'll have that cushion.
All right, the Tigers in good shape right now as we start the second half of play. Benji Wallace will trigger the ball in for Jackson State. Peanut Ross, Javius McKinnis, Lemmy Howard, and Chris Howell. They are your Jackson 5 to start the second half. A steal by the Hornets. They have it in the front court to our left. That's not how you want to start the second half.
No.
The Hornets score with a jumper from Jacoby Ross.
Right. We were lazy with that pass. We didn't ball fake, and they were playing with a sense of urgency, and we act like we're just kind of walking into this second half here.
Hornets cut it to single digits as Jackson State breaks that press, and now the Tigers have it in the front court. Howell in the lane, no good. Lemmy Howard with the offensive rebound, and a loose ball foul is going to be called on Kevin Holston, the sophomore from Washington, D.C.
Alabama State went to trapping when we got across half court, and we were able to get the ball toward the goal.
Tigers get it in to Peanut Ross, who's in the backcourt. Now he dribbles into the front court, standing near the JSU logo. Along the right wing to Chris Howell. Now to Wallace. Lemmy Howard along the right baseline. Bounce passes it to Howell. 17 to shoot. Howell in the lane. Benji Wallace from the top for 3.
And that's when Wallace makes his threes. He catches that catch and shoot 3, and he does a good job with that. So that's where we need him shooting his shots from.
Jackson State 39. Alabama State 27. Tigers back up by 12. Matching their largest lead of this ball game.
Now we need to cut off these drives toward the goal and make them pass that ball out. That's when they're calling the fouls on us on these drives to the goal.
And they call that foul on Chris Howell of JSU. A minute and a half gone by here in the second half. That's the second foul on Chris Howell. Well, Lou Jack is really in the face of Kevin Holston.
Yeah, he said the point guard wasn't running the offense right then, so he took him up out of there.
See, that's why I couldn't play basketball at all. Hollering at me like that? No, sir.
Well, there's some hollering going on in basketball, Rob.
Especially playing for Coach Billups, too. He'd be in the hospital hollering at me like that.
Well, I'm guilty, Rob, so I understand. I'm guilty of the hollering at times, so I understand.
I guess some people, you got to holler at.
Yeah, you have to get on them a little bit. And a lot of time it just kind of sparks getting their attention back. And, you know the ones you really can get on, the ones you have to be gentle with and stuff. So, you figure those things out.
In the meantime, Leon Daniels picks up his first foul for Alabama State, and this will give JSU the basketball as Ross will trigger it in along the baseline underneath his own basket. Lemmy Howard from the left of the lane puts up the shot. It's no good. Great defense by Picardo.
Yeah, he's pretty long on that, and he made Lemmy have to stretch out to shoot that shot.
ASU coming down, misses the three, rebounded by McKinnis. As long as McKinnis is on the floor, Jackson State will be doing some good things.
Oh, yeah. He's going to touch that ball for us. And actually, we're still playing fast. We took an early shot there with Lemmy, and I still like the pace of how we're playing right now.
12 to shoot for Jackson State. Ross at the top. Swings it around to Lemmy for three from the right baseline. May have been tipped, but it went out of bounds. Last touch by Alabama State.
Actually, when he caught that one, he kind of hesitated with the shot just a little bit, and the guy touched it, and we still got that ball by going out of bounds.
Brandon Johnson getting set to come in now for Alabama State as Picardo will come out for the Hornets. Tigers again triggering that ball in. Gets it in the backcourt to Peanut Ross, who will dribble it into the front court for the Tigers. Gives it to Lemmy. Lemmy back to Peanut. Jackson State 39, Alabama State 27. Coming up on 17 minutes to go here in the second half. Here's Howell, puts it up off the glass, no good, but McKinnis is there with the follow.
He's great on that weak side, and that was a good drive by Howell. They've gone to man instead of being in that zone, and we're able to attack that goal, and we got a block just then.
And Hornets get it right back, went over the shot, no good, another block, but a foul is going to be called on Jackson State. I think this is going to be on Lemmy.
Yeah, it looked like it was on Lemmy.
So that is 2 on Lemmy Howard, and this will put Brandon Johnson at the free throw line for Alabama State.
When we blocked that shot, it kind of just dropped right into the Alabama State man hands, and he was close to the goal. So we blocked it again. He got the rebound again and got the foul.
Johnson hits his free throw. That's his first of the night. He is 1 of 3 from the line tonight. As he cuts Jackson State's lead to 28 rather. He hits them both. 41-29 now.
Now they're pressing us, so we have to break this press. We break the press, we should get it easy. But go to the ball, son.
Tigers with it. Howell has it to lob to McKinnis, who throws it down.
And that's what should happen. Every time you break the press, you should look weak side for him. You keep penetrating toward the goal, and he will come open on that weak side.
Benji Wallace tosses that lob to McKinnis, and Jackson State extends to a 43-29 lead. How can a freshman play so well?
Well, he can jump, Rob. He jumps over the goal, so he blocked that.
He blocked that as Iwoshu tried to go in the lane. Alabama State gets it right back, but a foul called on Jackson State. Brandon Johnson grabbing his head like some blood is coming out, but there ain't nothing wrong with you.
No, actually, that was a good block, I think, on the weak side. But they got the ball back. So really just getting that second rebound, they automatically call the foul on the other team when that happens. So we got to get that initial rebound.
Brandon Johnson at the line for Alabama State, shoots and hits. He's hitting his free throws. He's a sophomore from Garfield, Ohio, 6'8", 205 pounds. Shooting some good-looking free throws as cuts Jackson State's lead down to 13 at 43-30. Johnson's second free throw is no good. Rebounded by McKinnis.
So now we have to watch this full court press. They're trying to get the ball out of Peanut's hand.
And a blocking foul is going to be called against Alabama State. That foul is going to be on Reginald G. Is he still here at Alabama State?
Man, it seems like a G's been playing over there for like 13 years or something, Rob.
And he's just a junior?
Yeah.
Come on now.
It probably was a relative or something that had the same name.
Okay. So. I was about to say, the LSU coach must be that. That's let me leave that alone.
That was a good cut to the goal there.
Howell extends Jackson State's lead to 45-30, and there's a timeout on the floor. We'll take a 1-minute break as well. It's Jackson State 45, Alabama State 30. This is the Tiger Sports Network. Man, ain't the G been there a long time?
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Is it?
I thought it was the same one, to be honest with you. I just said it like that. Maybe he redshirted.
It's something.
It's got to be his 5th year, man, or something. At least his 4th year for real.
Jackson State basketball this season brought to you in part by Zaxby's, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Richard Schwartz and Associates, Steeple Investments, Porter's Insurance, Team Logic IT, Hope Credit Union, Pizza Hut, Griffith Financial Services, Bolden's Body Shop, McCullum Physical Therapy, and TCL Financial and Tax Services. And we certainly want to thank the good people at Zaxby's for always providing us with some lunch during these games here at the AAC. 15:58 to go. Here in the second half, Jackson State has opened up a 15-point lead over Alabama State. The Hornets coming into this game have been blown out by Grambling on Thursday night as they limp into the SWAC basketball tournament.
And actually, they're shooting 25% for the half right now, Rob.
Wow. Air ball by Leon Daniels.
Well, they can't say Peanut touched his shot. He didn't block their shot. So it had to be our ball.
So there's another timeout on the floor. 15:40 to go. Jackson State 45, Alabama State 30. We'll take another 1-minute break and come back on the Tiger Sports Network. All right. We got a nice little groove going here at the Athletic Center, Assembly Center.
Some good Al Green there.
Jackson State with a 15-point lead over Alabama State, its largest of the night. Tigers lead at 45-30, and the Tigers inbound the basketball out of that timeout. They get it to John Terrell Walker, the lob to again.
We're executing well out of this trap, Rob. I hope they stay in the trap all night, so we keep doing that.
McKinnis with 3 slams off lobs tonight, and that has excited this crowd.
So what they're doing is they're trying to take that ball out of Peanut's hand very early, and we're making the right passes to advance the ball real quick, and we're getting those dunks.
3-point attempt for Alabama State, in and out, no good. It went out of bounds, and it will go to Jackson State. The Baby Tigers will inbound the ball. Get it.
And that one went off. It did go in and out, Rob. It was off in there halfway down and came back out. I threw it back too far. Peanut got it back.
And they call a jump ball, and the possession arrow goes to Alabama State. JSU 47, Alabama State 30 with 15:02 to go. Picardo coming back into the ball game now for Alabama State.
Now, the thing is now, Rob, is still keep the same energy and play with this lead and take it up even farther if possible.
And you know what, Don? Depending on how things work tonight, these two teams could very well meet in the first round right here again on Tuesday.
Right. And if that's what's happening, Rob, we'll take that.
We'll take it.
Good steal.
Steal by McKinnis, and he's going to throw this down again. And it's a soft jam this time.
Yeah. And we'll take that. Great way to break on the ball. That was great defense. He anticipated that very well.
Jackson State by 19, 49-30 over Alabama State. The Tigers need to win by 3 or more to clinch a home spot in the SWAC tournament. Right now, it's looking really good.
And just playing with his lead, Rob.
G in the lane for Alabama State. Turnaround shot is good.
We let them get a little deep in the paint that time, and they got a good shot out of that. We need to cut that part out.
Hornets cut it to 17. Here's Walker going up with it, and he cannot finish. McKinnis gets the offensive rebound, and a foul is going to be called against Alabama State.
When Walker drove in, he should have lobbed that ball to the weak side because McKinnis was coming, but he got the rebound, so we just need him to make his free throws right now.
Now, this is one place that McKinnis has struggled this year from the free throw line.
Right.
You know, he got those long arms.
Yeah. He might want to shoot it underhanded or something right here and make this.
Shoots and he hits that one.
Hey,
that was a good
shot.
That was pretty good.
That was a real good shot.
Jackson State 50, Alabama State 32. McKinnon's second free throw is no good.
Wasn't bad though. I liked the way his form on that shot. It wasn't bad at all.
He has a potential of being a very good player when he leaves here.
He does, Rob. He really does.
A freshman.
And he's anchoring our defense really well right now.
Still plenty of time in the ball game. Leon Daniels from the left elbow shot is short. Rebounded by McKinnon. You're not going to get that away from McKinnon, man.
And he got fouled on that, but they didn't call it, and we'll take that ball, though.
Peanut Ross in the front court for JSU as they operate from left to right from our viewpoint. Ross bounce passes it to Howell. Howell with a nice move. Finger underneath, scores, and is fouled.
He does a great job. As soon as he catches the ball, Rob, he faces up and looks at the defender. He gets him to move a little bit, and he takes that drive toward the goal, and he got the foul.
Jackson State extends to a 20-point lead at 52-32. Coming into the ball game now for JSU is Chris McIntosh.
The thing you want to do right now, Rob, is keep this energy going, and you want to keep pressing and keep pressing. You don't want to drop below 20. You want to take above 20. You just want to keep this pressure on them right now.
The three-point play is good by Chris Howell, the old-fashioned way, as Jackson State extends to a 21-point lead at 53-32. JSU has opened this game up. They led 36-25 at the half. Now, the last time they played in Montgomery, Alabama State led at the half 25-24. But right now, it's all Jackson State.
And they're calling the fouls. If we actually put our hands on the guy at all, any touching at all, they're really calling the foul right then.
13-17 left to play here in the second half. Alabama State inbounds the basketball. G had it knocked out of bounds. Great defense by Chris McIntosh. And it'll go back to Jackson State.
And they had just called a foul on Chris, and he came right back and played aggressive on defense and made him turn that ball over. 13-12 left here in the second half. McIntosh gets it in to Jontrell Walker. Walker in the front court, skips in the lane. Ooh, we had it blocked by Picardo. He's one of the leaders in that category. Back come the Hornets. Picardo scores and was fouled, so he's doing it on both ends for Alabama State. Right. When Jontrell Walker went in for that layup, he kind of took that slow Euro step, and big guy got up on top of that, and he ran the floor well then.
So Picardo goes back to the line for Alabama State. Fausto Picardo, 6'8", 215-pound senior from Washington Heights, New Jersey. Picardo takes a few dribbles from the free throw line, shoots and misses. McGinnis had the rebound. He lost it. G goes up with it, and they're going to call a foul on Jackson State.
Yeah. Well, Rob, I don't know about that foul right there, but they did call it. We didn't get that loose ball. We have to get that rebound, and that eliminates us getting the foul called on us.
That foul is called on McGinnis. That's him. As this puts G back at the line for Alabama State. He hits the free throw, and that cuts Jackson State's lead somewhat to 53-33.
Now I would look for them to kind of trap us a little harder right here now with Peanut not being in the game, so they're going to try to expedite us turning this ball over right here. So we need to be very careful in ball faking and take care of this ball here.
Make that 53-36. Missed on a couple of points by the Hornets.
Good ball fake.
Brown ahead to Peanut. Peanut in the front court for JSU. Now back to Brisby Brown, being played by G. 19 to shoot for Jackson State. Brown hands it to Wallace. Wallace from the top of the circle. Over to McIntosh. Now to Walker. Nice look inside.
Good cut.
8 seconds left.
Good cut.
Wallace puts it up and draws the foul, and he'll go to the line as that foul was called on Reginald G.
That was a good ball fake. He spun back into the gentleman and shot the ball up, and they got the foul.
So Wallace at the free throw line for Jackson State. He has struggled this season from the line, but so later in the year, he's been pretty good from the free throw line.
Well, he's been making his outside shot a little better, too, so I think all that's kind of coinciding where he's made some adjustments to his shot, so hopefully they'll transfer right now, too.
Benji Wallace bends, shoots, and hits.
That's good.
Jackson State doing a wonderful job from the free throw line tonight.
They are, and this is what we need, Rob. This is the time of year to make these free throws and make those outside shots to be just your best player that you can be.
Tigers extend to a 54-36 lead. Wallace's second free throw is good. He hits them both.
Now, every time we do this, it puts more pressure on them to play faster to get easy buckets, and we need to make them work to shoot now.
Tigers by 19. Coming up on 12 minutes to play here in the second half. That shot from the right side of the lane rolls around the rim. No good. Picaro got it, but it was blocked by Wallace. Jackson State keeps it alive. Here come the Tigers in transition. Walker for three from the right baseline is in and out. No good. Rebounded by Wallace, and a fresh shot clock for the Tigers.
That was a great shot. I like the early shot because he shot it, and our guys were in rebound position. We got the rebound. We were able to set it up to run offense again.
Under 12 minutes to go. Wallace with the shot from the right baseline, no good. Dontelius Ross gets it, loses the ball out of bounds. Last touch by the black and gold. And there's a timeout on the floor. Alabama State trailing Jackson State 55-36 with 11 minutes and 49 seconds left. We're back after this 1 minute break on the Tiger Radio Network.
Good job. Who your friend, Con?
.49 left to play in other games tonight. Prairie View leading Alcorn down in Texas 84-56 with about 7 minutes left in that ball game. Grambling leading Alabama A&M down in Louisiana 44-39 with 10 minutes left in that one. And Arkansas Pine Bluff defeated Mississippi Valley 91-57. Later this evening, Texas Southern is hosting Southern University. Here in Jackson, Jackson State leading Alabama State 55-36. A steal by the Hornets out of the timeout. Iwoshu had it knocked away, and Alabama State keeps it alive. Here's Iwoshu, spins along the baseline, and that shot is good.
Wow, that was a funky move, but he got in there.
It was.
Got a question for you, Rob. What time did Valley play the game? This morning sometime?
They had to. If we started, maybe they started earlier. Well, you know, the women at Valley, they started Tuesday as Wallace lays it in for Jackson State. So, yeah, they had to start that game a little bit early. I think rain, you know, was in the forecast, and I wanted to get everybody out of there early. Okay. Because we saw a lot of flooding when we came from out of there. Jackson State extends to a 57-38 lead with 10:49 to go.
We have 1-1 going on right here with Peanut.
So Valley drops to 4-14. Alabama A&M trailing Grambling. So if they lose that game, if Southern wins tonight, Southern is in. Well, actually, Southern is pretty much in, and Valley and Alabama A&M on the outside looking in.
Okay. Peanut made the first free throw.
All right, Jackson State extends to a 58-38 lead. So it looks like Valley and Alabama A&M will not make the SWAC basketball tournament.
And Peanut made the second. He made the second one also.
Hits them both. Jackson State extends to a 59-38 lead. Looking good here for Jackson State. McKinnis comes out for the Tigers.
And now this starts putting more pressure on Alabama State to score. They want to score 2 buckets and 1 every time. So, you know, they might play a little faster than they're normally used to playing. Come on.
All right. They're going to call the foul on Spencer. So Spencer in big foul trouble. That's 4 on Spencer.
And Rob, really, he just was standing there and the ball was just thrown in. The guy made one move and they blew the whistle. Really, I think they're calling this game a little tight right here. You know, they're not letting us play. We're really just shooting free throws right now.
All right, Picardo at the line for Alabama State, shoots and missed it.
But it's working out in our favor, Rob.
Yeah,
they can't shoot free throws.
You know, we talked about that in the Zaxby pregame show, that they struggle from the free throw line. But Jackson State doing a really good job tonight from the foul line.
Yes, we're like 80% right now.
Absolutely, 11 of 14 from the line. Who is that on the floor? That's Bozeman. Get up, man. Walker.
Good drive.
Nice move.
And he's putting the ball on the floor. He's just not settling for the jumper right now. So that's been good, too.
Where has this been all year, Don?
Well, actually, some things have opened up, I think, just inside the players saying we have to play free because this is kind of like the end if we don't. So they've taken it on themselves to play this way, too.
Three-point attempt for Alabama State, no good. They get the offensive rebound. Went up with the shot, and they tipped it in.
That was unusual, but they got it back in there.
Hornets close the lead to 61-40. Under 10 minutes to go. And when I say where was this all season, I really mean where was this against Valley up in Illinois, because they got on my nerves, man.
That was just one of those games that anomaly, man. Just kind of hard to figure that one out. Oh, good bad pass.
Alabama State with the steal, and the Hornets will lay it in transition as Austin Rogers puts it in, cutting Jackson State's lead to 61-42. Another steal by the Hornets, and they lose the basketball. Spencer gets it back. Here come the Tigers.
We're not using our ball face right now. We're kind of being casual with the passes because we have this lead, but Alabama State's playing with a sense of urgency right now.
Jackson State calls a timeout with 9:10 to go and a 61-42 lead. We're back after this 1-minute break on the Tiger Radio Network.
Free throws.
Holding foul, number 11, Austin Rogers, is second.
9:02 to go out of that timeout. Alabama State commits a foul, and Chris Howell will go to the free throw line for Jackson State. He is perfect from the line, and he continues as he is 6 of 6. Jackson State extends to a 62-42 lead.
That was a good soft shot, and it fell in there, and we need to do it one more time.
And he hits them both.
Now we just need to be solid on defense, keep these guys in front of us, don't reach, move our feet, and make them shoot contested shots, and we should have a good possession here.
Under 9 minutes to play, Jackson State, Alabama State, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Grambling all tied at 9 and 8 in the conference. A missed shot underneath. Alabama State could not finish, and Jackson State with a rebound.
The offensive guy bumped into Khalil Spencer. He stood his ground and missed the shot.
Walker to Wallace. A flyby, but Walker will get it out to Peanut.
That was a good decision. Now we're going to run the offense here and get a good shot.
Chris Howell. Ooh, had it blocked by Picardo. 4 to shoot for Jackson State. They have to put it up. Peanut had to fire it up. There's a shot clock violation. Here comes Alabama State. Picardo, oh, he just knocks over Jontrell Walker. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Jontrell.
Did they call their basket?
Actually,
they called charge.
Offensive foul, yeah.
They did call the charge.
Okay, he was all out of control.
Yeah.
So again, looking at the SWAC standings, Prairie View 16-1. They're the regular season champs. Texas Southern in second place at 14-3. Grambling, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Jackson State, and Alabama State all 9 and 8. But a win here tonight for Jackson State puts the Tigers in the SWAC tournament as one of the 4 seeds, and they could very well play Alabama State again on Tuesday. Right here.
Right here.
This would make Jackson State 10-8 and dropping Alabama State to 9-9. Pine Bluff defeated Valley, so they are 10-8. But JSU holds the tiebreaker over Pine Bluff. Here's Jontrell Walker for to shoot for 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Alabama State.
Get back in transition and stop the ball here, set up good defense and make them work.
Hornets right of the lane. That shot no good, short. And 2 bodies hit the floor. And they're going to call a foul on Jackson State. That foul is on Peanut Ross with 7:34 to go. Another timeout on the floor. Jackson State 63, Alabama State 42. We're back after this 1-minute break. This is the Tiger Radio Network. Okay, so, yeah, it looks like Alabama A&M going to lose, so they're out. Valley is out. All 4 lost. They're 6-12. All right, Don, this one is $7:30 to go. We have an update here on the SWAC standings. Prairie View 16-1. Texas Southern 14-3. Now Grambling won tonight. Oh, Grambling is winning, and they will improve to 10-8 with a win tonight. Arkansas Pine Bluff defeated Valley, so Arkansas Pine Bluff is 10-8. If Jackson State holds on, they'll be 10-8, but by virtue of Arkansas Pine Bluff, JSU could move into the 3rd spot, or would move into the 3rd spot. Right. That would be fantastic for Coach Brent.
That would be great, and we just have to play with this lead here, and just maintain it, make these guys chase up, take good shots, get the goal, make these free throws.
So that means Jackson State will be timeout. Free throws 1-2 for Alabama State. Jackson State with a 63-43 lead over the Hornets. Again, JSU needs to beat Alabama State by 3 or more points. Right now, they lead by 20.
And we're going to keep it up here, Rob.
Leading the way for the Tigers. 2 players, 15 points, Chris Howell and Javius McInnes. McInnes having one of his better nights.
Oh, had to be a holding or something. What they call it?
All right, the official stop play. Ball was still going to call a foul on Javius McInnes of Jackson State. As the Hornets stole that ball away, they're going to say that Walker, Jontrell Walker committed that foul. Coming up on 7 minutes to play here in the second half. Hornets in the front court, 2 hours left. That shot off the glass, no good by Alabama State. Rebound goes to Walker of Jackson State. Ahead to Howell, and Howell will throw it down for Jackson State.
That was a good outlet pass, good run, good finish.
Tigers extend to a 22-point lead. Under 7 to go. Here's Holston from the left side, no good. Rebounded by Howell, and he is playing some inspired ball tonight.
He is. And Alabama State's offense is to drive and try to shoot the ball close to the goal as possible right now, and it's kind of limiting them on their scoring opportunities too here.
Chris Howell, 17 points. He has 6 rebounds on the night for Jackson State. He is 7 of 7 from the free throw line, 4 assists in the ball game, and 1 block shot.
Hey, that's a good game, a complete game so far.
Absolutely. Benji Wallace, he broke somebody's ankles.
Yeah, they pointed at him.
He sure did. Yep. Jontrell Walker inside.
You got to make that one.
Finish.
Yeah.
Picardo with it. Say went down for Alabama State after that move by Wallace, and Wallace pointed at him. Stolen right back by Howell. Ball loose on the floor, got it right back by Alabama State. Holston inside to Picardo, and ripped away, and it goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Alabama State.
With that Khalil Spencer down there, he's playing with 4 fouls and still getting his hands in there. That's a good deal there.
Khalil Spencer with 5 points in the ball game. He's pulled down 6 rebounds for the Tigers.
He's had a good game off the bench, solid game.
They had him with no steals. I thought he had a steal in the first half.
I thought he did too.
The 6 to go. Nice move by Leon Daniels as he hits that jumper from the top. It's Jackson State 65, Alabama State 45. Again, the Tigers need to win by 3 or more, and right now it's more. They're up by 20.
Now we need to run offense, get this good shot here. That was a good defensive push. He pushed them right out the way. We should be shooting free throws here.
Azaria Say commits that foul on Benji Wallace. And that's 3 on Say. That was number 0 on number 0. So Wallace is at the line for Jackson State. That's Wallace, spelled W-A-L-L-I-S.
He needs a good solid free throw here, good follow through.
Gets it.
He has.
Benji Wallace, 3 of 4 from the line, and Jackson State extends to a 66-45 lead.
And this is how you want to finish games, Rob. You want to finish them at the free throw line, knocking down free throws.
Benji Wallace. Second free throw is good, and he is hitting his free throws tonight.
And that is crucial, Rob. I mean, and it just comes back and it puts more pressure on Alabama State again.
Benji comes out of the ball game with 9 points. Ball comes in for J-State. They call a foul on Jesse Love.
And he's just trying to fight over the top of the pick. And, I mean, I think he has the right to try to fight over the top. There's him setting the pick, but they call a foul on him.
5:25 to go at the free throw line for Alabama State. Leon Daniels out of Atlantic City, New Jersey. Leon hits the first free throw. Leon with 12 points in the ball game to lead Alabama State. It's Jackson State 67, Alabama State 46. Leon looking for his second free throw. And his 13th point, and he hits them both. Oh, Leon with 13 points in the ball game. Foul. Foul in the backcourt on Kevin Holston of Alabama State.
And now they're just kind of reaching, trying to be a little over-aggressive to see if they can get the ball. So we're going to shoot free throws probably from here on out.
That's 4 on Kevin Holston. This will put Peanut Ross at the line for Jackson State. Ross with 5 points in the game. That's his first missed free throw of the night. He is 2 of 3 from the line with that missed free throw. Jackson State 67, Alabama State 47. Now Peanut 1 of 2, making it 68-47. 5:21 left to play. And unless the zombies come out, blocked by McKinnis, here come the Tigers. Howell with the layup, no good. Rebound by Alabama State. Coming about 5 minutes to go.
Good transition defense then. We got back on that.
Leon for 3, and it's good. And Coach calls a timeout. Can Alabama State make one final push with 4:59 left to go?
Well, Rob, we just have to prepare for them not doing it. We need to take care of this ball down here. They're probably going to foul us, go down here and make our free throws. They really don't want to shoot threes and stuff because that will take the lead up even farther. So I think they're kind of planning to go ahead and foul us early right now. All
right, we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. Jackson State by 18, 68-50. We're back after this on the Tiger Sports Network. Man, Alcorn getting demolished.
my goodness.
What happened?
Just love travel. Travel.
4:49 left to play out of the timeout. Jesse Love traveled, turned the ball over. Alabama State got it back, scores, and was fouled on the play as the Hornets tried to make some semblance of a run to get back in the ballgame. They're down 68-52. Leon Daniels at the line for the Hornets, looking for his 15th point. Actually, his 14th.
We can't get complacent here, Rob. We have to keep our energy level up and finish this game out. So Alabama State's still playing with a sense of urgency, and we have to match that.
Jackson State's lead is 68-53. 4:47 left, so still plenty of time in the ball game. But Jackson State, again, the #1 defensive team in the league, and you would think that with this big lead here that the Tigers can hold off the Hornets.
Yeah, I mean, it's really going to come down to us making these free throws, because it seems like they're very aggressive and they're going to foul us early right now. So free throw shooting will be key here.
Dontelius Ross at the free throw line for Jackson State, with the Tigers leading 68-53. Ross' first free throw is good. Good shot. 69-53 JSU. Ross hits them both.
Good job on the free throws.
Lead back up to 17 for JSU. 70-53. Under 5 minutes to play. And the Hornets with the basketball.
Our weak side defense needs to be very solid right now, because when they shoot this ball at the goal, we need to be able to get these rebounds, and that's what they just threw a weak side, and they got to ease the basket off the weak side.
Ricardo cuts Jackson State's lead down to 15 at 70-55. JSU comes right back down as Howell scores again.
But now we need to get stops on them right here, just so we won't be trading baskets. He traveled, and they call him a foul.
All right, they're going to call a foul on Chris Howell of JSU with 4:11 left. Tigers lead is 72-55. Updating the SWAC standings now. A win tonight for JSU would put the Tigers in 3rd place in the conference, as they would host a game on Tuesday. That free throw is good, because Grambling is a winner tonight. Pine Bluff a winner tonight, moving to 10-8. Jackson State would improve to 10-8 as well, but they held the tiebreaker over both Grambling State and Pine Bluff, so JSU could finish in 3rd place in the SWAC. And the Tigers were picked to finish near the bottom coming into this season.
Yeah, picked 8. So really, everything's been an improvement over what was expected from the start, so that is great.
Both free throws made by Alabama State. Lemmy Howard. No lob to McInnes, who wasn't ready
run
for
to
it.
the goal.
Under 4 minutes to go, Alabama State coming right back down the floor. That shot no good, but a foul call on Jackson State. 3:57 left to play. And we have another timeout on the floor. It's the Tigers 72. The Hornets 57. We're back after this 1-minute break on the Tiger Sports Network. Jackson State gonna play Alabama State again.
Wow. Think so?
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Because if Jackson State is 3rd, Alabama State will be 9-9. And these other two won 10. Grambling and Pine Bluff.
So if Jackson State 3rd, they'll be 4th, 5th. Now, well, who's gonna be 6th?
Okay, 6 would be. That would be Grambling or Pine Bluff.
Okay.
But you know, .357 left to play. Jackson State 72. Alabama State 57. Chris Howell leading the way for the Tigers. He has 19 points in the ball game. And did he miss a free throw?
Yes, I think he did.
Who's keeping these stats? They must be keeping the stats with their eyes closed. Come on, man.
Yeah, they got him for 7-7, so I guess he won't argue about that.
No, he won't argue about it. But at the line for Alabama State is Iwosho. Toby Iwosho, and he hits the free throw. Jackson State 72, Alabama State 58. So Toby taking aim at his second free throw for Alabama State.
Once again, we need to be solid in this when they trap us here, Rob, and advance the ball up the floor.
He hits them both. Jackson State with the basketball, and the official stop play. They call.
He didn't drop the ball to the end.
Call double dribble. 3:53 left. The Tigers turn it over. Wow, so they keep turning this ball over. Alabama State creep back in it.
Yeah, and actually this referee called it. He was trailing the play. I think he might have been out of position to see that, but he made the call.
The lead is down to 13 with 3:53 left. Toby puts it up off the glass, and it's good. So it's not quite over yet.
Down to 11.
72-61.
No.
Almost a steal for the
Grab the ball, son.
Jackson State has it in the front court. Peanut Ross in the front court for the Tigers. 3:27 to go. Here's Jontrell Walker in the lane, kicks it out to Peanut. 8 to shoot, 6 down to 5, down to 4. Walker has to put it up in the lane. It's no good. And Alabama State with the basketball, down 11 with 3:11 to go. So plenty of time for the Hornets.
No.
And the foul is going to be called on Benji Wallace with 3:05 left. The Tigers, again, have to win by 3 or more points. And this lead has dwindled down to 11.
Yeah, right now just playing with this lead. And Alabama State's playing with this sense of urgency. And we have to play to win this game right now. So we just have to pick our intensity back up right here.
Free throw is made by the Hornets. At the line for Alabama State is Austin Rogers. Alabama State has cut the lead down to 10 at 72-62.
We need a basket right here when we go down. So right when we do that, that'll kind of alleviate some of this what's going on. We need a basket.
Rogers has cut the lead down to 9. Jackson State inbounds the basketball. Coming up on 3 minutes to play. Bounce pass to Walker. He's still in the backcourt. Has to get it over.
Come on,
stolen away by Picardo. Picardo lays it in, and Alabama State has cut the lead to 72-65. Wow, 2:51 left to go. It's not over yet. Jackson State had a 22-point lead in this ball game, and Coach Brett calls a timeout with 2:51 left to play.
Yeah, Rob, we have to get back to what we were doing that got us this lead right now, and we're just really not handling this pressure right now. So we need the ball fake, get the ball back to the middle of the floor, and get some easy baskets out of this.
All right, we'll take a 1-minute break and come back with the Tigers leading 72-65. This is the Tigers Sports Network. Alabama State on an 18-4 run as they've cut Jackson State's lead to 72-65 with 2:45 left to play. The Tigers led it by 21 here in the second half, but Alabama State has gone on an 18-4 run as they have cut JSU's lead, but a foul called on the Hornets will put Benji Wallace at the line for the Tigers.
And that comes down to making these free throws, Rob. This is what we're here for. They need to make these free throws.
It's a 7-point lead. The Tigers need to win by 3 or more. Wallace free throw is good.
That was a big free throw. We needed that. And that broke that run they were having on us. Sometimes we just need one easy point or one easy basket to do that, and we can get back rolling the momentum our way.
Tigers up by 8 with 2:45 to go. Wallace, second free throw attempt is good. He hits them both.
Good free throws. Now we got to play solid defense. They're going to try to play fast. We have to make them work a lot of shot clock.
All right. And shot clock
goes out.
The shot clock. Tigers lead is 9, 74-65 with 2:45 left. Alabama State went on an 18-4 run to cut JSU's 21-point lead down to 7. Here come the Hornets now in the front court, 2 hour left.
So what they're doing is spreading the floor right now. They're trying to get penetration lanes and kick ball on us.
Anxious moments here at the Athletics and Assembly Center. Some of the fans here nervous as cats. Jackson State has to win by 3 or more points. If they do that, they will end up as the number 3 seed in the conference.
Need to be solid here on defense.
Ross gets it in. Leon Daniels penetrates, puts it up. And Alabama State will turn it over with 2:32 left to go.
Well, they call a foul.
So they call that foul on Daniels, and Daniels has fouled out of the game, and that is good news for Jackson State because he is the home wrecker up in here tonight.
Yeah, he was scoring some points on us tonight.
So Leon Daniels fouls out with 21 points, Don.
Yeah, he was the one that was leading them on the scoring end, so we needed him out the game. That works out well for us right now.
Jontrell Walker will have it in the backcourt. They have to get it across.
Pass it.
Tigers get it across to Dontrellis Ross. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. Again, JSU needs to win by 3 or more points to clinch that number 3 spot.
Now we need to play smart here. We need to get a good shot at the goal.
6 to shoot for JSU. Down to 4, down to 3. Jontrell for 3 from the top. It's no good. And they're going to call a loose ball foul on Alabama State.
And that should send us to the free throw line. And we have Benji Wallace going there, and he's been doing pretty good. So it worked out for us.
That foul is on Toby Iwosho. And this will put Wallace at the line for Jackson State. Wallace has been fantastic from the line tonight.
He has.
He is 6 of 8 from the line, and he makes that one.
Good deal.
Extending the lead to 10 at 75-65. Can the Tigers hold on and win by 3 or more? They're up by 10 right now with 2:02 to go.
He needs to make it the same way. Good follow through.
Wallace shoots and hits them both. Jackson State 76, Alabama State 65. It's an 11-point lead for the Tigers, under 2 to go, and the Hornets go down the floor and draws a foul.
Well, actually, we had a travel they didn't call and a jump ball. Our guy tied the ball up, but they called a foul.
So that's on Spencer, and that will disqualify him. He has 5 fouls, and Khalil Spencer will go out with 5 points in the ball game. He played well tonight for Jackson State. He pulled down 6 rebounds in the game, so Spencer comes out.
And he earned his fouls tonight, so he did a great job tonight.
A minute 56 left. This will put Reginald G at the line for Alabama State. Reginald G, 2 of 2 from the line tonight, and he makes it as Alabama State cuts into the lead 76-66. Down to 10.
Now they're going to come to the trap real hard here, Rob, so we have to be prepared. Good ball face, get it to the open guy, and get the ball up the floor quick.
76-67, lead down to 9, and Lou Jack knows Jackson State has to win by 3. Here's McKinnis alone underneath. He'll throw it down.
We just need to continue to break this press or shoot free throws.
Tigers lead up to 11 with a minute 42 to go. That floater in the lane by Alabama State, no good. They get the offensive rebound, no good. Jackson State trying to chase down that loose ball, and a foul is called, I think, on the Hornets. I think that's on G, or did G step out of bounds? They pointed at G, so that foul is on Reginald G of Alabama State. So, you know, Blue Jack is, if you can't win this game, he's going to try to get it as close inside 3 points as he can,
right,
which would give Alabama State the tiebreaker.
Right. So
there's still a lot of chess matching going on.
Yeah. We just need to make free throws here, Rob. If we make these free throws, we should be okay.
Benji Wallace at the line. There's 3 fouls on Reginald G. Jackson State with an 11-point lead, 78-67, and make it a 12-point lead.
Good
Wallace hitting his free throws tonight.
Yeah, this is big time for him right now, and just what you play for. You want to make these free throws.
Jackson State 79, Alabama State 67. A minute 34 to go. He hits them both.
That's great.
Tigers lead is 80-67. That's a 13-point lead.
Now the pressure's back on Alabama State, Rob.
91 seconds to go. Here are the Hornets. G trying to draw the foul.
Ooh.
As he ran into Javius McInnes, and they're going to call this foul on Javius.
Yeah, I mean, Javius actually put his face in the middle of that one, and they called the foul on him.
That's 2 on Javius. Thought he had more than that, but that's okay.
Yeah, I did too, Rob.
G at the line for Alabama State. Jackson State's lead is 13 with a minute 26 to play. G's free throw is good. Boy, Alabama State hitting those free throws late in this ball game.
Yes.
Lead down to 12. Again, JSU has to win by 3 or more. G's free throw no good. Grab rebound Jackson State. Here come the Tigers. With a minute 22 left. Wallace gets it ahead to McInnes. McInnes to Wallace. Wallace back to Peanut. Peanut will let that clock tick. Fans starting to cheer the JSU Tigers with a minute 8 to go. Coming up on a minute to go. 7 to shoot. Ross to Walker for 3. No good. In and out. Rebounded by Alabama State. Under a minute left to play. JSU leading by 12. That's touched by the Tigers again. JSU needs to win by 3 or more.
And we need to stay in more. Defensive stop here will help seal this, and we got to steal.
Steal by Wallace of Jackson State. To McInnes, and that will do it as Jackson State extends to a 14-point lead at 82-68. It's showtime. Jackson and a layup by Alabama State. Cutting the lead down to 12. Jackson State 82, Alabama State 70.
That was a great play, good pass, good double pass, actually. And we're going to get this victory tonight, Rob.
And they will win by 3 or more points, and Jackson State did it. They had to sweep these last 2 home games, and the Tigers do it against Alabama, A&M and Alabama State, and JSU will go in as the number 3 seed in the SWAC basketball tournament. They will have a home game on Tuesday, both for men and women. What a year for the Jackson State basketball team.
Yeah, this is big, Rob, to get both teams in the host. This is the first time probably for both teams hosting here, too. So I know at the same time it is, so that's great, man. This is a special day for them, too.
So that will wrap it up. Alabama State shooting for 3. Jackson State wins 82-70, and the Tigers have earned a top 4 spot in the SWAC basketball tournament as the Tigers win it 82-70. Wow. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back and hear from Jackson State head basketball coach Wayne Brent after this 82-70 win on the Tiger Sports Network. All right, Coach, this is what it's looking like here. Okay, you 10-8, Grambling 10-8, Pine Bluff 10-8, and 9-9. So what is that?
We got third place.
We
have to break the tiebreaker. We beat them twice. Okay. So we automatic third.
So who would that put us against?
Alabama State.
Again?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, probably going to be them. Yeah, they 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They 6.
Okay.
Yep, got to come right back and play them again. Hey. Ooh, Lord. Didn't want to see them.
You want to see them again?
No. Not that, not back-to-back like that. Nah, I ain't want to do that. That's not good. Ooh, Lord.
That's 3 in a row. All right, we're back at the Athletics and Assembly Center. Jackson State victorious tonight, 82-70. The Tigers had to beat Alabama State tonight by 3 or more points, and they did just that to earn the number 3 seed in the conference on Tuesday. And joining me now is Jackson State head men's basketball coach Wayne Brent. Coach, congratulations on this victory tonight. You close out the regular season winners of 3 in a row. Just talk about this game tonight.
You know what, a big game for our guys. You know, we always look back to the 4 games we lost in a row, and looked like we was going to be in 7 or 8 place, and our guys just kept fighting. And, you know, good things happen when you continue to fight. So this team ended up in 3rd place, and, you know, who would have thought that we would be in 3rd place, you know, 4 weeks ago.
So, Coach, it looks like you may face Alabama State again. Considering how you played this team tonight, I know you kind of, you know, walked away from them in the second half. It looked kind of easy for that. Is this a team you want to meet again so quickly?
You know what? It's not a good matchup for us because, and it is more so we just played them. You just played them, and you got to turn back around and play them in 2 or 3 days. You know, so it's hard to play, but you can look at it. We had UAPB. We just played them and beat them twice. And we had Grambling. We beat them twice. So either way it goes, it was going to be a tough matchup. It was going to be somebody that we had already beaten a couple of times. So we just got to get rid of this one, enjoy it for the night, and in the morning just get ready for Alabama State again.
Coach Benji Wallace, Chris Howley played well for you tonight. Let's talk about you know, the play of some of your players.
You know, I thought Chris Howley had a great game for senior night. He ended up with 19 and 8. I thought Benji Wallace played well. He finished at free throw 10 out of 11 on the free throw line. We shot 86% from the free throw line. That's not normal for us, but that's a good night. And then what can I say about Jay McKinnon? You know, 9 for 9. He didn't miss a shot, 9 rebounds. You're talking about 19 points and 9 rebounds. And our whole team just effort. Guys coming in, guys putting effort, positive attitude and positive energy was good for the game.
Coach, did it fuel your team, knowing that preseason they pick you guys near the bottom of the conference and you finish near the top?
You know what, we actually never talked about it. I think the thing that fueled this team was when we went on the 4-game losing streak. I think everybody kind of gave up on this team. And I think that's when our team kind of came together. I think that's what fueled this team, was just having a not quit attitude, just sticking with the game plan, hanging in there with the coaches. I thought our assistant coaches did a great job when we lost the 4 games, just to keep plugging and keep plugging.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win, and good luck in the SWAC Basketball Tournament, which will be Tuesday here at the AAC.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, that's Jackson State head coach Wayne Brent as the Tigers defeat Alabama State 82-70. They had to win by 3 or more, and they won by more. Tonight's game has been a presentation of Jackson State University. President Dr. William Bynum Jr., Director of Athletics is Ashley Robinson, and the Chair of the Department of Journalism and Media Studies is Dr. Elaine Hayes Anthony. Our technical director has been Bill Wilson. This is Rob J. For Trey Johnson and Don Wasley, we say so long from the Athletics and Assembly Center. Again, the final score. What are you looking at, man? The final score, Jackson State 82. Alabama State 70. Join us back again on Tuesday when the Tigers host Alabama. Well, we don't know who they host, but they'll be in the first round of the SWAC tournament, and we will have that for you on the Tiger Radio Network. So long, everybody.